Cherish them.
Let's cut them up.
Week 17, going into that late slate of action, I was excited, but I was real nervous. And I'm feeling the same way about every game this week, and there's so much to unpack, so let's hit it. The lead block.
The lead block.
Yeah, let's talk Chicago here. It's been a dream start to Matt Nagy's head coaching career, taking the Bears from worst to first in the NFC North. Our very own Stacey Dales has more on a team that's flying high into the playoffs.
Kay, you know it's been 8 years since the Bears have been in the playoffs, and here we go. These players are juiced. Head coach Matt Nagy said so much so he might have to calm them down this week, and one of the ways to do so is with his message. We don't want to peak too early. We want to stay hungry, stay humble, don't change, be you, and one of the ways they've been them is being aggressive. Quarterback Mitch Trubisky saying they're going to lay it all out on the line with that aggressiveness against the Eagles Sunday. From an injury standpoint, after Wednesday's practice, we learned that Aaron Lynch, linebacker, did not officially go, nor did safety Eddie Jackson. We'll keep our eyes on Eddie Jackson. Remember, he's missed the last 2 games. He has 6 interceptions this season. I talked to him in the locker room. He said it's most likely I will play, but we'll see if the guy practices this week, Kay.
Stacey Dales, appreciate your time and your report there. They're juiced. You might have to calm those guys down. The Monsters of the Midway ready to go. They won the NFC North. They have the league's best scoring defense, and they get to play at home, Soldier Field, late on Sunday afternoon. On the other hand, how about these Eagles? Talk about magic and what they're doing and momentum into the playoffs. They are riding Nick Foles and that magic to a Lombardi trophy yet again, as they did last year effectively. Which of these two factors do you believe in more? Do you believe in the Bears more, or do you believe in the Eagles more, and that's it?
Ooh, that's a tough question. I'm going to break it down and not just go Bears and Eagles. I'll go specific player, and I'm going to go Nick Foles. You know, I've been talking about this matchup the last couple of days, and there's a lot of Chicago Bears fans that are lighting me up because I came out and I said that Trubisky is at the bottom of the barrel of the 12 quarterbacks. And this isn't a shot at Trubisky. He just doesn't have the body of work. I mean, when you look at him being 12th in passer rating and you know, 10th in yards per game and him being at the bottom of that list, that isn't saying that he can't do it. It's just that we haven't seen him do it. This is the guy we've seen do it. Nick Foles is an absolute beast. Every time he's on TV or in a game, I think to myself, do I believe in magic? And yes, I do. I'll just give you some numbers. 27-2. That was his touchdown-interception ratio in 2013. That's magic. 471. That's the franchise record for passing yards in a game by Eagles quarterback. Last number, 1. 1 Super Bowl ring. 1 Super Bowl MVP. So out of all these quarterbacks that are in the playoffs, in the postseason, there's only a few of them that have tasted what that sweet victory feels like to win a Super Bowl and hoist up that Lombardi. So as much as we're going to praise that Bears defense, there's going to be questions about the quarterback and how he's going to operate when the bright lights are on him. I know what Nick Foles is going to do when the bright lights are on him.
I think all of us have, like, rational thinking and then irrational.
It's like left brain and right brain or something. Yeah,
and
I hear
rational thinking is, like I said, late Sunday afternoon, cold weather, a team that is nearly a touchdown favorite at home that has won 9 of their last 10 games. Like, that's rational thinking. Irrational thinking is there's a really cool, fun story with a quarterback who, you know, everyone's doubted before and is going to do it. And guess where I'm leaning?
Rational?
No.
You're following your heart?
It's not even my heart. It's like this, like, it's almost like this girl I can't escape. Like, it's that kind of
Dreamweaver.
Dreamweaver. Guys, outside of that weird Tampa game in week 2, do you know the last time Nick Foles played a game and lost in an NFL contest?
No. What was it?
December 6th, 2015. We're in 2019 right now.
The Rams?
He's with the Rams. They lost to the Cardinals.
St. Louis Rams?
Yeah, St. Louis Rams. They lost to the Cardinals.
Hey, Edward Jones, though.
Since then, he has been cut by the Rams. He has been signed by the Chiefs. He has then found his way onto the Eagles. They went, and they obviously had the whole season with Wentz. Like, 2015? Guys, we're in 2009. That's the last time that Nick Foles played a game the whole way through and lost, besides this Tampa weird game in week 2.
That is crazy.
Kenny Britt is on the field right there fighting for a pass with what looks to be Tony Jefferson.
Was that Adrian Wilson out there?
Yeah, Adrian Wilson. Yeah, Roger Worley.
I thought it was Aeneas Williams.
I know.
Brandon Lloyd, where are we at here?
So I would just say this, you know, as much as I know in my brain and my thinking and knowing what Nagy has going on in Chicago, there's this fun, mystical thing going on that I'm not going to deny. And the irrational part of me is beating the rational part of me. I know the Bears are favored everywhere, and they've got a lot going in their favor, but I'm not going to be the one to deny the magic of what's happening with Nick Foles.
Peter, you were halfway there. You were halfway there, and I think you blew it. I have emotional attachments to both these teams, so in an emotional time, You have to go with the facts.
Sophie's choice.
You go with the facts. You go with. I'm on television. I can't just go with my emotions on a whim. You go with the facts. The Bears are a better team. The Bears are at home.
That's right,
Bears are in the
Kyle.
elements. The Bears have the best defense. The Bears are the hottest team. And yet,
oh my God.
And yet, I just can't shake that. I can't shake it. The emotional brain took over. There's confetti. That's Vincent Lombardi in Nick Foles' hands. Guys, he has a statue, he has a trophy, and here's the thing. Here's the practical part kicking back in.
Yeah.
There's two things I believe in going into the playoffs. Two things above all else. Momentum, they both have it. Experience. The Eagles have it. Guys, I love the Bears. Eddie Jackson, Leonard Floyd, Roquan Smith, Eddie Goldman, Adrian Amos, they got nothing. They haven't been there. They have not blood and sweat in the playoffs. They haven't. I don't know how they're going to show up. I know they're super talented. I know a couple guys. Trevathan's got a ring. Mukamara's got a ring. Those core guys, including both safeties, have never tasted playoff oxygen, and they're going against an assassin. If you ask me, Monsters Midway versus Magic, I'm the kid at the birthday party who believes in magic. I'm not trying to see the strings. I like the show. Yeah.
You all have mentioned the word fun and magic in your arguments for the Eagles. I just feel sad for all of you that you're missing out on the exact two words that define what's going on with the Bears. They're magical and they're fun. And they're the best story in the NFC, in my opinion. They're the best story. They have won 9 out of 10 games. The one loss to the Giants with Chase Daniel under center. This is a team that's won 4 straight. Mitchell Trubisky's playing at home where he's 7-1. This is a team, he hasn't thrown an interception, by the way, in 3 weeks. The secondary for the Eagles does not scare me. And I love that Matt Nagy played his guys in this game against the Vikings till the end. They are not afraid to face anyone. They could have pulled them at any given time, and he only did when he had to with certain injuries and other concerns. He does not care who they face, and this is the most fun team.
I like funnest.
They're the funnest in the NFL, or I think right now. There's a great write-up in SI where it sort of goes through the motions of the week, and they're installing their defense, and it's Fangio in the room, and it's become this like thing in the meeting room where they're putting the installation, and they hear a at the door, and all the defense freaks out, and they're all like, oh, it's Matt Nagy opening the door and going, sorry, coach, can I get 9-0, whatever he calls out the numbers he wants for his offensive trick plays that he's running. And everybody freaks out. Who's he bringing in? And then they all go down the hall to the offensive room, figure it out, and come back. And it's this thing that has them so excited. So you've all seen Club Dub. This goes through the entire organization. This is the best story. Last year, you guys were freaking out about the Jags going worst to first, and now I can't get you guys to give the same respect to the Chicago Bears.
We show respect,
with a new head coach, a first-year head coach, have won 10 straight and get to play at home this week. Come on, guys.
Nagy's the one who knocks. That's a cool thing. I had not heard that.
And it's just like
Heisenberg.
But they expect it now because it happens.
Akeem Hicks coming.
Yes.
They sort of expect it, and they're so guys. They've had I can remember 3 or 4 touchdowns this year on trick plays.
Yeah.
I think you're
mistaken.
mistaken. You're mistaken it but disrespect's not the word.
Quarterbacks in shotgun.
Disrespect's not the
It's
word.
not the word. I think we've all
had our time.
Nagy is our favorite for.
Overlooking the Bears.
No,
you all are overlooking the Bears.
We're not
all
overlooking the Bears.
All right.
You're just
Yes,
asking
you
what
are.
I believe in.
There's one thing though. Okay, I gotta call you out on.
What?
Going back maybe 6 weeks, started talking about the Eagles. Here they come. Here they come. You said a couple times you're living in the past. You're living in the past.
And I said they wouldn't make the playoffs. You're right.
But so it's coming back now. Here we are. We're here. They beat the Rams. They beat the Texans. They got in. The past is repeating itself.
This
I
is a
think the
team
Bears
that
are fun
didn't
too.
even
Yes,
win
we
their
are.
own division.
I know.
The team that you grew up supporting won the NFC
Never
North.
mind childhood me. That's in Lincolnshire,
They didn't
Illinois.
win the
Screw that
division.
kid. Because they lost in September and October too much. That's why they didn't win the division. Now, look the hell out. You know what I mean? Now, momentum.
Different
That's what I
quarterback.
like.
And football, the way it is, football changes. A team that played great in September can still make the playoffs, but a team that's playing great in December, that's the scariest.
I mean, I would have rather faced the Vikings than the Eagles, obviously. Nick Foles has clearly something going on in the air there.
Yes.
But as far as the matchup, we all know it's all going to come down to Mitchell Trubisky.
100%.
Okay, so how do you feel about that?
100%.
I feel like he's inconsistent, and that's why I don't have them going all the way. I had the Saints, and I had the Chargers a long time ago. I'll stick to that and ride or die with that. But it's if you have a quarterback who's not consistent, it's a guy who hasn't thrown an interception in 3 weeks through like 3 in the matchup before. So there's that to worry about. Nick Foles, we haven't seen do that in big spots. We also haven't seen him go on the road. We also haven't seen him not have the best defense in the game when he's doing it.
The Clowney hit 2 weeks ago, and then last week Foles got the ribs knocked out. There is a way to physically rattle him and get him like that is their best bet. And I think Khalil Mack and Akeem Hicks.
He got up from those hits.
I know, but they're the best front seven he's going to face.
Look at Trubisky, though, also facing a front that's going to be terrifying.
Have I said this before? Game of the year.
It's a great game
of the year.
It's going to be fantastic.
But are they not like the best story? Are we not giving them enough love for the story that
awesome.
they are?
We've all said that Matt Nagy is coach of the year. So I think disrespect is the wrong word. Like we have respect for the Bears. Like they're one of our favorite teams.
Do you agree that you might be overlooking them in this matchup? Or
I will not be surprised if they win.
Okay.
I think that there's something very special going on.
It's a weird matchup, man.
But Peter, you have to put that. I'm a realist. Contextualize that for me. What is that thing?
A realist would have said the Patriots win the Super Bowl 42-7.
Yeah.
The Vikings beat the Eagles last year too. The Rams do this year. They take realist and snap it over their knee, which is why they're so cool. It doesn't make sense, but here we are again.
Game of the year.
There you go.
Timothy with your thoughts. Colts, Texans will kick off Wild Card Weekend on Saturday. That shrine is clearly still.